I was 21 years old on my first intercanyon hike when I discovered Plateau Point. That experience changed the rest of my life. I was determined to learn to paint Grand Canyon. The grandeur of the point has beckoned me back to paint several times over these many years. It seems like yesterday, but in 2018, Tom and I began a 2 a.m. hike down Bright Angel Trail. At Havasu Gardens, we head west across the Tonto Plateau to the point. I began a 12 by 12 inch painting standing on the edge of the upper Tepites ledges. I was looking east and upriver. From here, I can see the great detail and the sculptural quality of the geology of Grand Canyon. This is erosion at its most magnificent. Below me is the oldest exposed rock in the world, the Vishnu schist. The surface rocks at my feet are covered in lichen, which creates a beautiful dark blue color. The boulders and the rocks of the upper geology all make their way to the edge of the inner gorge on a journey of erosion to merge with the mighty Colorado River, 1,200 feet below me. While I am painting, towering cumulus rise over Zoroaster and Brahma to my delight, and I hurry to catch the moment. The title comes from the sound of thunder that echoed from the canyon walls as I worked. After painting all day, Tom and I hiked out the 6.5 steep miles up and out in the dark and rain. I arrived home determined to fulfill my wish of major work capturing Plateau Point. Since my early career, I have always planned my compositions on paper first. The creative journey of a new painting for me begins with stretching my own canvas. I find it practical and simple to use my studio floor. I have chosen to stretch a 50 by 60 inch canvas. I must climb a ladder to reach over the canvas with pliers and staple gun. To tackle the monster on my easel, I use the time-honored divisions of dynamic symmetry. Guided by my sketch, I begin my drawing in charcoal and establish the distant planes. I want to impart the emotions I felt on the day of my field painting, making the towering temples proportionally larger than the landscape below the Tonto platform. I then wash color over my drawing, which will help me make decisions of color and value moving forward. Based on my memory and aided by my field paintings, I pre-mix color streams of receding hues and values of the dominating shadows, midtones, and highlights. After completing a monsoon sky, I begin working distant to forward planes. It is important to me that my painting communicate both the geological and spiritual interplay between Zoroaster Temple and the Colorado River. I chose to honor my first impression from 1972 and paint the Colorado River as I saw it then, green and turquoise. I have met my goal, a landscape of colorful motion, the river, the clouds, the shadows. I feel that I have communicated my story as a witness of the most beautiful, the most emotional, and the most dramatic landscape in the world, Plateau Point. Thunderous Resound, Plateau Point will be featured in my new book, Resilience, The Life, History, and Grand Canyon Art of Curt Walters, written by Damian Foreman and edited by Susan McGarry. This limited edition publication is by Fresco Books, scheduled for printing in Italy in September and available January 2026.